Hi there. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to another edition of Lesson of the Day. Today's title is called Preemptive Forgiveness. I'm really excited to share about this because I haven't heard about this too much out there. It's something that I want to bring to light and hopefully bring more awareness to as a whole, to you and to everyone around you and to the world at large. The idea of preemptive forgiveness to me is innovative because it's the idea of living in a state, existing in a context, uh, expressing yourself in a way that is preemptively giving grace and giving forgiveness towards others. What I mean by that is that just being present and ready to forgive so much so that you don't need to be actively forgiving because you've already forgiven everything. That can mean someone being rude to you where you feel like they didn't have to be, or you feel like someone didn't take as much consideration towards you in an action, something happening that you feel like it's not as considerate or not as polite or not as nice as you would want to be treated by other people. Why I call it preemptive forgiveness is that if you already have that at the top of your mind, at the front of your skull, that you want to be a forgiving person, when these things happen, you won't have to go through that process of identifying what has happened to you, reflecting on it, whether it be it taking a long time or a quick moment. But you won't have to go through that cycle of having that feeling impact you and then responding to it. Of course, the best response is always going to be forgiveness and turning the other cheek and loving your neighbor as yourself and thinking what would happen in their shoes. But I encourage and challenge all of you to have that at your head already. That way, when anything happens to you, you just are immediate in your reaction. You're fully forgiving and ready to go, ready to move on to the next and stride forward with grace and love, because that's going to save you time, but it'll also be better for your soul, and it'll be better for everyone else too. Sometimes people just do things because they're not thinking, or they think that that's okay because they think that if someone else treated me like that, or if someone, took a lesser desired path in their interaction with them, they can give that forward. But if we can all preemptively forgive and live with love and not have that kind of attitude, but have a much more positive attitude, then we can all bring the world forward instead. We can help track our growth as a nation, as a society, as a community, as a world. So as we go about our day, nothing is going to be perfect. No situation is perfect. No day is perfect. So there are going to be things that rub us the wrong way or irritate us. But why do we need to be irritated? Why not let us all have an attitude of forgiveness from the outset so that things are going to happen? This is the world that we live in, but we don't need to be affected by it because we already know that we are ready to love and we are ready to forgive. And by using that approach, people are going to ask themselves questions. Why did I do that? Or did I have to do that? Can I be nicer next time? Simple questions like that that'll really make a difference. I feel like this is really important because it involves more reflection internally before we approach the world. The more reflecting we can do on our own, the more thinking about others before we approach them, the better outcomes we're always going to have. And to me, preemptive forgiveness will impact every part of your life, every part of your interactions. At home, even with yourself, you'll have opportunities where you do something wrong and you talk to yourself saying, hey, why did I do that? Or, man, that's terrible. And be really hard on yourself. But if you have preemptive forgiveness, you can already know that was in the past. Going forward, I'm going to do better, and I'm already forgiven. Of course, even more with other people, whether it be outside of your office or when you're at home. It's all really important to live on the higher road. Don't just take it, but exist in the higher road. I hope that this brought more awareness to that, and I'd love to be able to see this impact your life and be able to impact the life of others around you. So that's today's lesson of the day. Live in a state of preemptive forgiveness, because that's going to be good. Thank you. Talk to you soon.